Theo James is the man who stole the hearts of women from around the world the moment they saw him kick some dauntless booty in the Divergent Trilogy. It's crazy to look back on the adventures of Tris and 4 and think that someone else had the chance to grab the role that Theo so awesomely portrays, that is, Tobias Easton. Come to think of it, it's hard to even think that someone could come close to the confidence that Theo oozes out of his character 4. But whether you believe it or not, there were actually 10 other heartthrobs that almost took his place, and we're about to break down the list right here on Listed. Like I said, we're totally pro Theo James, but it's fun to see what could have been. The first man on our list had rumors swirling around that he indeed was confirmed for the part, but obviously that didn't pan out. I'm talking about Pettyfer. It must have been because he was number 4 in the movie I Am Number 4. That could have been kind of cool, right? Or confusing. Next up, Colton Haynes. We were pretty close to believing that this chiseled chin actor would portray one of our all-time faves. He had good news around the time he followed Veronica Roth on Twitter, so the speculation was that he got the part. But, oh, were we so wrong. Curse you, Twitter! Instead, the good news was that he was casted on Arrow, and what a good fit that was. Alexander Ludwig, aka the villain from The Hunger Games, confirmed that he screen tested for the flick, but later admitted that it was his role as Cato that solidified his rejection in Divergent. He said regarding taking the role, quote, "I will not be too similar to Hunger Games, but I hope fans are happy with how the rest of the casting goes," which totally makes sense. Another man who's had a role in a movie that was all too close to the theme of Divergent was Brenton Thwaites. The Aussie didn't snag the part, but he did just fine for himself. He ended up getting the lead role in The Giver, which is super similar to Divergent. Looks like they dodged that bullet. That could have been awkward. You will not believe this next one. Miles Teller actually auditioned for 4, believe it or not. In an interview, he said, "I auditioned for 4 originally, and then there was some thought that I was going to play Eric, so I was kind of thinking about that. Then literally the next day, they said, 'This part of Peter we'd love to offer you,' which we are so happy about. He plays the bad boy gone good so well." The next guy had to audition a few times and still was unable to make the cut. Lucas Till, as seen previously showing off his action skills in X-Men First Class, had all the makings for the character 4, but unfortunately for him, the studio was really pushing for someone older. Hopefully your time will come eventually, LT. The next man on our list actually went head-to-head with Mr. Till. We're talking about Jeremy Irvine. The Warhorse actor was a frontrunner for a long time. Not sure what happened there, but I'm assuming he had the same fate as Lucas, just not enough facial hair. This next guy, Drew Roy, was a fan favorite in all the polls. He even addressed it on Twitter saying, "There sure is a lot of tweeting from you guys about this Divergent project. You guys think it's going to be a good movie, do ya?" I'm not a casting director or anything, but I think Drew just didn't have the edginess that comes with being part of Dauntless. He has more of the boy next door face. I mean, the man was on Disney Channel. Jack Reynor was also up for the role, but after his casting in Transformers Age of Extinction, he was out of the running for the other franchise. And the last man that was in the running to play the infamous 4 is Luke Bracey. Now here is the thing, he is masculine enough for sure, but looks like Theo was just better fit as Tobias Easton. It is crazy to think all those men almost took the spot of our favorite Theo James, but all I can say is that I am glad there is one more final installment in the Divergent Trilogy after Allegiance, so we can see Theo as Tobias more on the big screen. But now I want to know your thoughts. Did you guys think one of the 10 guys would have been a better fit for 4, or do you think Mr. James was the best pick of all time? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below, or you could always hit me up on Instagram or Twitter at Jackie Idenisi. And if you are a huge Divergent fan, you can't forget to click right over here to see 9 things you didn't know about the movie. Thanks guys for hanging out with me today on Listed. I'm your host Jackie Idenisi, and I'll see you next time. Before you go, let's keep this Divergent train going by clicking to the left to find out 9 things you didn't know about Shailene Woodley, or you can always click to the right to see 7 roles Jennifer Lawrence almost played.